Hey guys! So today we are going to be doing a little vlog about uni need. They sent us some makeup products and we're just going to be telling you our thoughts on them. And we're not makeup artists, we're just giving you our very unformal, unprofessional opinion on what we think of these products.
Uni Need basically is an online makeup store with some really amazing brands, really good quality brands. Estee Lauder, we've got Dolce Gabbana, these Australian brand Real Techniques, which we'll show you in a second, of the brushes. We each got gifted 3 products. We both got given 2 of the same we got lipsticks, and we both got foundations, and then 1 differing product, and that was I got brushes, and
I got a little Stila contouring kit. Now we're starting off with prime faces, so we never wear foundation without primer. I mean, I don't think many people do these days. I feel like every YouTuber, every makeup artist is like, wear primer with your foundation. So I got the Guerlain Lingerie, oh gosh, okay. My French accent, any accent I try to do is terrible, but this is the foundation I've got. It's quite medium coverage I've found from using it already, but it's meant to be one of those foundations that shows your skin, so it's not really full coverage, but it will still let your freckles through, it'll still let your natural skin show, which is really in right now. That's what everybody's kind of going for, and like, it does cover up a bit of redness, even at your skin tone.
I got the Estee Lauder Day Wear BB Cream. Antioxidant Beauty Benefit Cream. This is really good for me because I actually got to a point where I stopped wearing foundation to the office because I only had 1 foundation, and the foundation that I had was a full coverage foundation, and wearing that every day was like clogging up my skin, and it would, at the end of the day, it would feel like a mask on my skin. It would feel like cracking, it would be like greasy, just gross. So BB cream was a great option for me because this is now something that I can wear every day to work, and obviously that is the idea of a BB cream. I usually wouldn't go for a BB cream because I do love full coverage, as Kristen does. But then after, you know, my experiences with the office and wearing a full coverage every day, that was not feasible. So we're trying something a little bit new for me.
This one, as you can see, it's quite liquidy on your hand. Like if I was to tilt my hand, it would run. But I think that's because it is supposed to be so lightweight. So like a lot of the thicker full coverage foundations that I've used, you squirt that onto your hand, it's almost like, I don't know how to describe it. It's very like viscous, it's very like thick.
I'll do a little squirting out thing as well if I can. So there we go. Quite a small opening, and then comes out. Not liquidy like Kristen's, it's solid.
Like a moisturiser.
So, yeah, exactly. Stays on your hand, solid cream. Experiences of using BB cream, the reason why I don't use them anymore is with the drugstore brands. I just felt like there was such little coverage that it was pointless. That you could see straight through them. So this one, I mean, it's looking like that won't be the case. We'll find out.
Yeah, sorry, I was just struggling with that packaging. My old foundation brush, the handle conveniently just snapped off of it, and I was like, well, I can't film a video of me using half a foundation brush, so I quickly had to run down to the store today and buy one. Last minute.
Yeah. The brush that I'm using is actually it's the same brand of brushes that I got from Uni Need, because Uni Need stocked this brand. And this is the other Real Techniques set. So the Real Techniques is the Australian brand I was talking about before. And actually, funnily enough, Kristen was the one to introduce me to them. She gifted me this big, like ridiculous, you know, one of those extravagant, makeup 21st birthday gifts thing, and you know, stuck a bunch of good things in there. And one of the things that I have absolutely loved using ever since my 21st birthday, keeping in mind that's been like 3 years, is these Real Techniques brushes. They're really long lasting. So I should stop talking and get distracted and not actually putting it on.
I'm actually going to go in with another pump of this just because I'm having a housewarming party tonight. And so while for the everyday, 1 totally would have been enough. I don't know if you can see, but like my skin is pretty well covered. I don't really have any pimples right now. Thank God. I'm going through a really nice patch with my skin. We've started using new skincare products, which may have something to do with it.
So good.
But that will be another video. But yeah, so I'm just going to build it up. But that is something that's quite good about it. I've noticed over the last few days using it. Like for the daytime, I'll use 1 pump, but if I'm going to an event in the evening, I'll use 2. So it is buildable coverage. To be honest, I don't really like this foundation brush though. It feels very just stiff and plasticky. But I actually bought it to use with this contouring palette because I've never used a cream contouring palette before, and I watched a YouTube video today from a popular YouTuber, I can't remember her name, and she said to use a brush like this to blend out the darker shade. So maybe I'll try it out with that and see if it's maybe a bit better for that. I think I'm gonna have to buy another foundation brush.
So far it's sitting like a BB cream would. It's super light. I barely feel like I've got another layer on my skin. It just feels a part of my skin. The one thing I'm noticing about it is how nice it smells. I think it's got something to do with maybe the sunscreen in there. So it is SPF, it's SPF 35. Yeah, smell my brush.
Oh yeah, that does smell very like fresh and sunscreen.
It's fresh, yeah.
Actually, now that you speak of smells, Guerlain are known for having all of their products are like quite lightly scented, like not overwhelming, but it's almost this little, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a very like French perfume.
Oh, that's nice too.
But it's very, very faint. Like if you don't like fragrance things, I don't think it would bother you still because it's not overwhelming. Oh, there's a squirrel running across the road.
Oh my god, we were just talking about all the squirrels in this neighborhood. Oh, that's so
Love
cute.
it.
I haven't put on a second pump yet, and I'm looking at my face. You guys can look at my face too. And see
You don't really have a choice. You're watching the video.
And I don't think I am going to go for a second, just because I think when I did pump out my first pump, it was quite a fair bit anyways. But what I will do is I'm just going to put a powder on the top because it's a BB cream. I think obviously we're doing something tonight. I want a full coverage for like long lasting, so a powder is going to help set that.
I'm also going to put a powder on top, but I'm going to wait until after I do this cream contour. This is my first time ever using a cream contour palette. We were given some, oh gosh, a few years ago now, just from another drugstore brand in a gift bag, but I never got the hang of it. I don't know if it was just the product. I just honestly couldn't figure out how to use it. So I've been using powder contour palettes, as has Mel, forever, but I watched this video this morning, so we're gonna give it a shot. What the YouTuber said to do was to just highlight your cheekbones, but a little bit above where the shadow normally falls, because then when you blend it out, it won't drop too far down below your face. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to look totally ridiculous, so.
It's definitely dried and set. I don't feel it moving around anytime soon. And yeah, upon touching it, you can feel that there is quite a creamy base on top. It feels creamier than a normal BB cream, or the BB creams I have used in the past feels like. But this is a good thing. This is what I want. I didn't really want such light coverage that you couldn't see it at all.
For these lines on the face, I'm not going to pretend that I know what I'm doing. I'm copying what the girl did this morning. One thing that I am doing different from her is I have quite a square face, where she had more of a pointed face. So I have been told in the past by lots of makeup artists, and I know about my face shape. So I do these lines down by my chin just to soften up the jawline a little bit. But if you have a rounder face or a pointier face, that's probably not going to be right for you. So if you are going to be trying this, maybe look up what will be best for your face type.
Voila! I'm going to come up close so you can see. I haven't finished the rest of my face, so I feel very naked right now.
So I have these really cool lines all over my face.
Oh my god, you look so edgy, babe.
Thanks. For the lighter colour, I'm going to use a little beauty blender, but I'm just going to open it up and wet it a little bit.
I might talk about the Real Techniques brushes I got. So I've actually still been using the old Techniques brushes, which were stocked on Need. However, I'm not sure if they're in stock anymore. They're not these ones. These ones are definitely in stock. But the other ones, which I again forget the name, really handy. They came in a set of 4 and they were all just face brushes. This one actually comes with 2 face brushes and 1 eye brush. So I haven't used them yet, and I probably should have used at least one of them to do the powder, but that's okay. I'm gonna open them up. You know what? If you don't know what to do with your brushes, it tells you right on the back. So I can read it out. Duo fiber face brush for lightweight application, blending of face powder. Should have used it just then. Oh well, next time. Duo fiber eye brush, so I'll add the finishing touches to my eye, and then duo fiber contour brush, and that's where I'm going to use it for my bronzer. Cool. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, they're super soft. Like, I love the feel of them on my skin.
Most people when they contour their foreheads, but as you can see, I have a fringe, so I very rarely, like I'll put on what the excessive foundation that's left on my brush up there if there is any, and like powder it a little bit so it doesn't get shiny and oily underneath there, but I'm not going to bother contouring my forehead because nobody's going to see it.
Also, don't mind me, I'm just doing my eyebrows now.
I think compared to the ones I've used in the past, this one is a lot more pigmented and a lot easier to blend out. The cream's just a bit better. I think that may just be a quality thing. The ones that we were given in the past and tried weren't of the same standard as Stila. Stila has obviously got a very good reputation for having incredible products. So that might have something to do with it. It is a little bit easier to use. I have to say, I think I'm just too inexperienced using a cream contour palette.
They say the little brush of the Real Techniques set is supposed to be used for adding finishing touches to your eye. I'm just wondering if I should use it for the light colour that I do. I usually do like a shimmery kind of light gold highlighting situation just over the entire eyelid and then build up on top of that. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks quite lightweight.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try it regardless, because even if I do use it and it's not working, I can then again try this one later, adding finishing touches with a soft brown or something going out around the corner. So I just dug this brush into my eyeshadow and it dug the powder out quite significantly, so because they're quite pointed. Did you see how like,
oh wow,
that doesn't normally happen to me.
I guess that's kind of good for picking up pigment.
I guess I can't talk about it and not show you. So it like digs in and actually digs out the powder, so then you've got a lot of loose powder hanging around. That's not ideal for me. I don't want loose powder everywhere. However, it is really good for picking up pigment and going on the edge of each and every one of those bristles.
Just really loosely kind of setting my face. This is a Dolce Gabbana lipstick. Dolce Gabbana is obviously a very well-known brand. It's a very luxurious brand. But even with the packaging, like you can see it straight away. It's such classy, classic packaging.
Alright, so we are back in action. Things might be a little bit different now. We've got full faces now and the light might be a little bit different just because the vlog camera battery ran out. So we had to take it out and charge it, but now we're back in action, so we'll resume exactly where we left off. As
I was saying about the lipstick, so it's quite a dark colour, but I like really dark colours, like you would have seen on our Instagram and on our website. I wear a lot of reds, a lot of maroons, so it's perfect for me. I have actually cheated and worn it already. I wore it to, what did we go to the other night? The theatre show?
Oh, Divine Proportions. We went
yes.
to a immersive theatrical performance with like a full course dinner and everything like that.
It was
wonderful.
amazing. It was so funny. But I wore this to that, which you would have seen on our Instagram post. And it lasted throughout the evening. Even when I was eating, after mains, I think it was, I looked at the mirror because I was like, oh, it's probably going to have worn off, and it was still pretty immaculate. So it is a little bit pricier for a lipstick, but it is value like for what you get. On Unineed, the lipsticks are $29.99. So I think they might be £33 regularly, and on there you can get them for $29.99, and then we actually have a discount code as well, which is the Adelaidian 15. We're going to write that down the bottom as well. Let's get you 15% off.
Just before we finish, obviously, because I got a lipstick too, we need to talk about that. But I left mine within the packaging because I love the packaging so much. It's so sleek.
It is so nice.
There you are. As you can see, it is black and gold is one of my favorite combinations, if not my favorite combination, because I love wearing black and I love gold jewelry. Let's have a look at the color. There we are. I've already used it, so I just saved the packaging for this video. A little DG there. And let's apply. So it's kind of pink. I should probably not talk while I'm putting it on. I'll stop that. Yeah, it's looking quite like peach pink.
Yeah, it's like a peachy nude. It is very flattering. I feel like it would work on a lot of different people's skin tones.
What I always do is I was taught by one of my best friends back home to push it down so it's underneath my lip with lipstick. It's a nude, so you don't need to outline it. So I'm pushing it down to make my lips look bigger down the bottom. Because everybody want big Kylie Jenner lips. Cream lipsticks, like the normal regular kind of cream lipstick, rather than a liquid to matte or anything like that, which I usually prefer a liquid to matte because I want it to stay in place. But with a nude, I would prefer a cream because I would prefer moisturization for it to feel not so like blocky on my lips, and for it to just feel quite light and natural.
So what was your favourite product now?
Yeah. Oh, well, tough question. You know what? What did I have? First of all, what did I have again? I think I would say the lipstick is my favourite so far because this colour I can just wear everywhere. I can see myself using it up pretty quickly as well, which is another bad thing, because then I'll just start spending and getting the same one every single time. And
can we use our own discount code?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do that.
Yeah, they are such gorgeous quality. I think I have to say though, definitely the foundation, because I just love the way it feels on my skin. Even though it's light, it still offers so much coverage, and for nights like tonight when I want to be a cake face, it gives that to me as well. We will link everything down below, but thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Bye.
We'll see you soon.